So let's talk video games, because a lot happened over the weekend. I really should start putting out videos over the weekend. I don't know why I don't do that. As I look at Ath, Cult, All Perks, Kyrie. This is pretty neutral, par for the course. Except for the fact that we have Ath on Kyrie, but I'll think about that later. But yeah, a lot happened on video games this weekend. For one thing, I guess I can start, as long as I don't die immediately and this video ends early, but both seconds, light, sixth. Dexterity, knowledge, strength. I guess I'll build into... well, we'll see. We'll see. But a game came out recently, I guess we'll begin. And it's as we expected. Again, I don't usually like to name drop, but... I don't know. We'll see. I think if more people ask me to say specifics, I will. I usually... For people, I won't name drop people. But games, it's obviously safer. As I look at Ward, no painting, rip... what do I want to do? I guess arms. We'll see. But, yeah, game came out, and surprise, surprise, it's... In my opinion, it was okay. Maybe on the good side, but I think a lot of people are looking at it very... Not negatively, but... Feels like they could have done more. It's a story-based game, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And, this is the one moment I kind of wanted to branch out and see how other people were doing, and I wouldn't say disappointed, I just, and not infuriating or annoying either, just more, I guess the phrase is, if I were to describe my feelings, what did you expect? Because I think I saw one person complete this, and it's like hours long. I think, though, if you do the whole story, it's like 7 to 8 hours, and that's including if you don't, if you investigate a lot, maybe, but, on a reasonable pace, it's 7 to 8 hours, and I understand, and that's part of the reason. I think you can consider it a AAA game as well, or at least it's a very linear story-based game. Again, I'm talking more in vagueness because I'm speaking more vague because that would fit. It allows me to think more on game design than just talking about the game in general. But it was 7 to 8 hours, and I gave a couple of people a try just to see how they approach this game, and I think they played the previous one as well. That was a hit among lots of people. I'm gonna take the recent hit here, by the way, because I have spells to forget. And it's like it was a "what did you expect" moment. That's the phrase. It's a "what did you expect," and I guess they didn't also really game it, but I understand. Nice 2-roll, by the way, for STE. Do I want to try this? Yeah, let's try this. Because, yeah, they got to the end, and it was pretty much like, oh, the story doesn't want to care about me, then I'm going to be petty and not care about you. They weren't really petty. I won't really describe the person in that way, but it's like a "what did you expect?" Because they didn't do everything they were supposed to do, and there was one moment where they basically choked. So it's like, what do you expect? And it looks, at that point, it looks like they're trying to cover up, their choke. So I gave people a try. For the most part, well, there were some people who were okay with it, but it was 50-50 from what I've seen. And as more people play, it's gonna be a bit. We're gonna see how it is. Do I just want to eat this stamina damage? By the way, probably. Yeah, probably. 47% on hit. That's not great. Again, I'm not one to speak because I've done worse things, but it's not good. So, also, yes, throwing 1 or 2 bricks does break my inventory, but I want to survive. So, and I don't want to take a risk as my inventory is only -1. And the unfortunate thing about that as I transition is that this game that came out, since it's linear and very story-based and very kind of a mystery-based. You need to pick up clues and whatnot, then that means that anyone who plays pretty much now, because of how the internet proceeds and whatnot, and how, the social aspect of gaming has gone this far. I want bricks, so I want to take bulletin. Probably should have taken footage or something, but that also means that boss is my second encounter. I hope I remember that. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, because I threw 2 bricks and then at the ghost, and then I fought the boss. But the short version is that people playing the game or streaming the game or making videos on the game are gonna be backseated a lot more often. Again, I don't really. I mean, I do. It is just the social aspect of gaming on that regard, in terms of people backseating, possibly spoiling, trying to act smart and going, oh, if you done this, then it would have been better. It gets worse the more you wait, and unfortunately, it's not fair that you only have like 1 to 2. Like when the game comes out, you have to play it. So I don't blame any specific thing, like, oh, people just watch playthroughs of the game. I'm more sympathetic on that front, because in this current point in time in real life, it's not easy for people to, just pick up any $60 game. That's part of the it's a little bit of the reason why I believe games need to they don't have to lower the price. Again, AAA games are AAA games, or games that put a $60 price tag are what they are. It's just you need to think about the audience a bit more. That doesn't mean you need to lower the prices. That means sometimes it does. Sometimes it's, I think, work on your game better. As we've seen, the fact that games come out buggy and in messes is not that great. Which is why I favor I try to favor more indie devs who work on not smaller games, but games on their own, and kind of are more aware of most people's. Their target audience is a lot. They know their target audience, and they know how to make their game around the target audience. Whether that means the game development, the mechanics of the game, the story, the characters, even just marketing, knowing when to set your prices, knowing where to go, knowing how to advertise, networking on social platforms. It's oh, that's right, we're on Cult, but it's what it is. Not really much else to say. So, but yeah, this game in particular, it's going to be a bit more difficult. And if people are to stream it, if I were to give advice, not that I'm in a position to give advice, but pretty much, well, you can't turn your chat off. That's a bad idea, obviously, but something needs to happen. You cannot let try to convince me otherwise, because you will, depending on people's chat. I don't know, communities are different here and there, as I've taken 3 stamina damage, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, unfortunately, unless there are some people who have streams or videos where their community is a lot more controlled. Also, we're on bullets and I need to visit the forest, but let me go brick hunting again first and wear these earrings. But for the most part, from what I've seen, it's been, again, the first few days or up to 1 week, the community or people are less knowledgeable about the way story-based games are, specifically like how to get certain endings, how to do certain things correctly, what choices are good, what choices are not good, in relative to, people surviving and whatnot. But but as we move on, you will reach that point. We've seen it in a lot of other examples, which is why you have no choice but to think of what, backseating as an issue for people who are streaming, people who are making videos, so on and so forth. So, anyway, moving on the topic of AAA games, yes, we can name drop this because it's not a specific game, I think. I know it's weird. My rules are weird. Let me know if I should change this. But the game show happened over the weekend, and I'm just waiting for the memes to come out. I'm waiting for the memes for a few of the games that are coming out. I wanted to move into the topic because I talked about, marketing and trust for developers. And, yeah, the stigma that you get, it's gonna follow a certain game. I hope for the best, but there's not. Listen, when you have a stigma from a game that came out previously and it's negative, it's not the good kind of publicity or stigma. As some people might say, you just gotta make a good game. You just gotta make a good game. So I hope for that studio and that everyone working there's sake, because there are obviously people who did their best there, and if I wanted to go pragmatic villainry, then the game has to be good. It just has to be good. For more than a few of the games there were a lot of hype announcements. I don't really get hype. I don't really get surprised. So that's why if I were the type of person who would have watched and streamed the game shows along with everyone else, I wouldn't have done as much. But yeah, I've seen a few memes pop up already. It's not good. So. I also should have filled this empty water bottle. I don't know what I'm doing. Coma footage. I guess we'll do footage now. I'll try to save ward for a good day, because I don't feel good with this amount of... Please don't ask for funds. Well, it asks for stamina, which means I'm going to go rest here once. STE won't increase until it's at least 2. And, just in case I get into the Upper Kingdom, I'm going to save the empty bottle. 3 bricks should be more than enough. And yeah, we get that. You know what? We might as well. Unearthly suture. I'll keep that in the back pocket, but it's not going to serve me too well because we're also an Ath. But yeah, Stigma. Just make a good game, and again, in my opinion, I think if you want to experiment, I'm not gonna say it's a thing. I've always pushed the notion of smaller games, smaller time, not smaller time constraints, but smaller player time invested because of how many games are out there. Again, AAA games are what they are, linear-based story type games are what they are, games that even require a few hours are what they are. I'm not telling you to stop, just be aware that people do not have as much time, and so they won't spend, if you're looking for replay value, as I make a game with replay value right now, at the very least, the bites in time that they take playing your game shouldn't be more than 15 to 30 minutes, usually, for a lot of genres of games. Obviously, shooters / battle royales, they are of this type, you know, battle royales. You jump in, play for 20-30 minutes. Maybe you want to do an hour stream or a 90-minute stream, then you have 2 or 3 games, also including the wait time, you know. Also, I should have leveled up. I accidentally clicked on OBS. Oh my goodness, I went so far. Hey, improvise. Does that take effect now? Let's find out. We will find out right here. It does. So that takes effect immediately, and perks, you know, I can understand why perks would be there. Do I want to throw the empty bottle? No. I'm going to enter ward like this. I can rest in ward, but with 6 I should be able to brace, right? I can almost get this. Almost. I'm willing to gamble. Again, on average, I'll be taking -2 all. On a bad day, I'll be taking -2 all for the one attack anyway. So 290%. If I miss 290%, that's really, really bad RNG. So, but yeah, on the topic of smaller games, again, battle royals. So taking that notion, what else can I think of? I guess RPGs or JRPGs. In a sense, they do. I'll risk the Doom here because I have technically Doom to spare. But RPGs are in that category as well, because most RPGs right now allow you to save pretty much anywhere. You hit menu, hit save, you go on to go. Whether that's RPG Maker, Metroidvanias, anything. Obviously, roguelites are also in that notion. So, in a sense, we are in that era. It's just not more awareness, but how should I say it? Not shooting your sights too high, and that's something that's most game developers already know, but it's easy to forget. And in this environment, let's take the Doom hit. Moving on. We're in this forest for so long, but yeah, in this what's the word? Not geography. In this current generation, at this current time period, it's a lot more observable that that game should usually be smaller, or at least allow the player to get in and out easier. Again, they don't need to be smaller. If you add more save points and whatnot, more places to stop, then it mitigates a lot of the issues that come with having a lot of games available right now to choose from. That said, yeah, let's rest once. I know I healed a lot, but 9 stamina, 9 reason I feel a lot more. 2 Doom for 2 stamina, I don't have any injuries, but I appreciate the stamina healing, so... And that's all I'm willing to spend. As long as also getting lucky would help, but... You know... moving on. I still don't know how that event works. I need to look into it, as I also think about... again, I'm working on my own game. On that topic, the reason... I should probably just put out a dev note sometime today. So it'll be World of Horror recording, that dev update as I level up here, and then the other game that I'm playing that I'll probably continue playing. There's stuff to do, but I should be able to level up again. We'll find out. I'll lose. Yeah, I should. So basically, if you, I guess a teaser. Not that it's going to be much of a teaser, as I. Do I want to run here? No. I would like to run here. I should be able to brace into something, right? Prep attack? Well, I only need one, so... We'll do this, and if we need to, we'll throw the brick. That's a lot of damage to be taking. I think I can do this, since I'm only going to be taking reason damage, and I have a lot of reason, technically. I do have memory extract as well, so it should be fine. But, okay, moving on. So basically, dev notes is I'm doing a 180 on the game I'm developing right now, both because the design was... I mean, the design was what it is. You know, you can work with a lot of things, but also taking into account what I just said and what I'm... As the... You know, I said the time period is what it is, where we're at on gaming, but at the same time, I've realized that it shifted a bit. So if I were to put it into words, I guess the correct words that I feel are correct, as I roll a level on dexterity, is that adapting, you know, adapting isn't the same as changing, I guess, and more specifically, adapting to the times is not changing yourself. So I gotta adapt to the times, but I'm not gonna change myself in the meanwhile, so I think I'm doing a 180. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, still, I should work on the assets that I have, but in terms of the actual story and gameplay, the characters are what they are. If you know, I'm using stock, not stock, but definitely, like, how do you say, the cover art character. I'm using the cover art characters for MZMV? I can't remember, but I'm using those, so those aren't really going to change. Those are more static, but... Do I just eat this for stamina? No, I don't. I can Desperation next turn as well, but... what I wanted to say was... I do need to change the gameplay and the story. I don't think they fit for what I want to release as, so that's gonna be what I plan to do. Should I throw this brick? I don't think I can... Well, I can get to comfortably. But we'll see what I put out the devlog, if I put out the devlog. I would need to record it, even though, you know, those are mostly no more than 30 seconds to 3 minutes, but... Am I getting bonus damage for anyway? This should kill, right? Even if it only does 7 per, it should kill. Good. This also means I won't be fighting the boss. I will be running as I proceed to fight the Bloodsucker. I could throw the brick during doing this. I could also throw the empty bottle. I think that should kill. But I want the stamina healing, so I'm gonna do this and hopefully at least get one brick in my last mystery. Because I'm definitely running from this boss encounter. I might die, though. I need to remember that event. I can't tell because you only slightly see a dexterity check, and you don't see it on screen. Obviously, I can look at my resources and see what decreases as I run from this, but... Let's see. So I am on my own, correct? Yes. So I should be able to take that. My strength is finally at 8 because I like to brace. Yeah, we'll move on. I do have the sewing kit as well, but that... I'm saving that for a bad day, is what I want to say. I'm gonna do this so I can keep my stamina at 3. Nah, I shouldn't have done that, but into coma we go. I need a weapon, so we're gonna at least get one brick, and I think that's all I get for the rest of this run. The empty bottle I could throw away, but we'll find out. And I don't think I want the Dust of Seeing. So we're gonna do this. So, as I said, I can throw away empty bottle now. It'll also be worth it because, if I get 100% also... No, I should be able to just do a one-shot. Yeah, this should be a one-shot. And then I get a steak knife. If I did throw the empty bottle, I'd be trading it, quote-unquote, I'm doing air quotes in real life, for a steak knife. And because we're on Ath, we get this guy. So, thankfully we get to do this. Unfortunately, we don't get to do much more. So, I might as well do this. This is more damage. That'll be 21 damage, and I need to throw enough. This should kill, right? That should be 7, and this all should be 7. Plus with bonus damage, so... That's something else I need to do. Maybe I should make a video on that, at least to practice my own knowledge of bonus damage. Get out of my way. Yeah, we're gonna rush through this. I don't want to visit the monument, because I don't really have a lot to trade. And I have strength, dexterity, knowledge. I will fail the dexterity unless I increase it. But I think dexterity is my second check. I mean, I'll know when I get there, but... Risk the Doom... Or reason, I'm sorry. It rolled a 12, so what am I talking about? But, you know what? Yeah, we might as well check, because we can at least leave. And, we'll do that. 1 point of charisma for Doom decreases. I think it's pretty worth it. That risk out of funds, but we have the thingy, too. We have memory extract to kind of heal reasons, so... Actually, no, we're on Ath, so that increases Doom. I know that if you cast a spell there, I'm pretty sure Ath still penalizes you. Why do people say penalize, by the way? Is that a different pronunciation? I'm assuming, I always assumed it was a different pronunciation. This is also reason loss, by the way. But, if we have Bath, we should be okay. We will pass 1 check before the dexterity check. That said, I don't think I need more reason, right? I shouldn't die to anything from reason loss. I don't have any reason checks, right? If I have the 6th floor, then we will, but I don't... Oh, we do. So, into reason we go, I think. Yeah. Because we need at least 3 reason. I don't have a light source, and if I do have a light source in my storage, then I promptly forgot about it. But strength, knowledge... Second encounter, dexterity, second mystery, and then light. But I should be able to memory extract once, right? And then we should be okay. I'll check this just in case, but yeah, it's just key items, and we should be fine no matter what. Well, if I fail the Doom checks, it'll be really bad, but the point is that I should be okay. Unfortunately, I didn't level up before the dexterity check. Oh no, we did. Never mind. So, we'll put a point into... Well, we can do that as well, and then do this. Because nothing else is really going to help. Either way, Vent Crawler, right? Yeah. Which means my... No, I can't remember my second mystery. Let's see if I... Well, it'll show me the name, so hopefully I remember. I didn't do footage second, otherwise I might have accidentally clicked that. Probably bulletin, right? Because I went arms, bulletin... Then footage ward, so yeah, and we should be okay. The light check won't hurt me. And that'll be it for today. If I sounded like, well, I was a bit disappointed with what we saw during the weekend, but, you know, I respect people for what they do. I just hope it all works, and, yeah, that was another run. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.